I wanted to talk about something real quick that I see issues with at some competitions or just new shooters in general coming into classes and just kind of grabbing random equipment to check ranges and things. So what I have here is a system, right? So I'm truing my gun and my optic with my ammo to my rangefinder. And the reason being is if I have multiple rangefinders or I go to a competition that gives me a matchbook that says, you know, the target is at 1,000 yards and I hit it with my rangefinder and it says 990, I want to use the 990 in my rangefinder. Especially as targets get smaller, so you're looking at like MOA size targets, or like even if you were shooting something like F class where you're trying to shoot a half MOA X-ring, it'd be very important. So I want to make sure that when I come to the range, I don't just look at the yardage marker and set the target up. This one says 100 yards down there, but from here where my turrets are using my rangefinder, it's 105.8 yards or 106 yards, right? So I'm 6 yards off already. And if I go to distance, that error could change. If I shoot 1,000 yards, it actually might be 1,000 yards if I use a high-end device like a Vectronics or something, but these say, you know, 990 or whatever. Usually they're pretty spot on, but just so you know, because you don't also know where that match director ranged from all the time. They may not be ranging from your exact firing point. They could have been a couple feet back. They could have picked up a brush or something in the way. And the reason that's important is if I come in here and say 1,000 yards, this is my 308, 2660 feet per second with this 178 boat tail. And I change this, so 10.18, let's go 10 yards short. So now I'm at, we'll call it 10 mils flat, or 9.99, so 10.18. So that's 0.19 mil, or almost 2/10. 2/10 is, you know, 0.66 MOA-ish, all right? So close to 3/4 MOA. 3/10 is generally, you know, roughly 1 MOA. So that's a 10-inch target. Well, if I'm shooting an MOA plate or even something up to a half mil tall, I've got, with a half mil target, I've got 0.25 from center to edge. So if I have a 0.2 error, you know, just to clip the target, I need to be within like less than 0.1 mil groups with a gun. So that's why it's very important. So, you know, making sure you get accurate ranges. So when I'm shooting a 308 or 5.56, once I hit that 600 or 700 yard mark, I'm really focusing on ranging all the targets with my equipment and not just trusting the matchbook. I actually range them all whenever I get a chance, but just something to note, and hope you be more precise. Thanks.